Hello, thank you. Good afternoon, Madam Chair and members of the committee. Thank you so much for your time today. My name is Gina Griffiths. I'm the Director of Programs for the Opportunity Tree and the Vice Chair of the Arizona Association of Providers for People with Disabilities, or AAPPD, that's a mouthful. Thank you all for the support you continually provide us. We know you understand our issues, obviously, from this conversation. We're very grateful for the introduction of Senate Bill 1355. As you all are aware, our reimbursement rates are underfunded. My organization is looking at a loss of $750,000 by the end of April, which is not even our current fiscal year, because we just don't have the funding to do what we're supposed to do. We, as Stuart said, have unprecedented staffing shortages, which is very dangerous for our members. My organization, we have consistently had over 1,000 hours per week of open unstaffed shifts. What that amounts to is my current staff working overtime while they're doing very delicate, important work, administering medications, giving people showers, and they're working 80 to 90 hours per week. And it's difficult for them to provide all of these services with such limited resources. And then I just want to share a quick story. Over the past several months,
30 seconds, quick.
Our organization has lost 2 members. Both of them lived with us for a very long time. In both cases, our direct care staff supported their health, worked with medical professionals, worked with hospice, helped their grieving families, helped their grieving roommates, dealt with their own grief, and gave them dignity at the end of life, all for $12.15 an hour. Our staff need more in terms of pay and in terms of resources to address the staffing shortage. So thank you so much for your consideration. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Madam Chair, may I explain my vote?
You may.
Members, I just want to say twice in the last 6 weeks, I've had issues brought to me by constituents dealing with huge challenges at DDD homes in neighborhoods, posing challenges for other neighbors. And we learned a long time ago in early childhood in our preschool classrooms, when kids are having issues, usually it's a lack of curriculum and instruction that's the problem, and the kids are bored, not doing what they're doing. I suspect there's a similar dynamic going on here where they literally cannot find trained and capable staff to work in these homes, and it's causing problems. Heartbreaking yesterday, the neighbor's biggest concern, even though they'd had lots of challenges, repeated police calls, lots of things like that, their biggest concern wasn't for their own quality of life, but the residents of that home who they consider their neighbors and friends. And we absolutely have to do something. If you're not familiar, there's a constitutional obligation from the state to take care of this population. Years ago, we said we'll do it through these private sector partners. Sounds like a good idea, but we haven't kept up on the payments, and we are neglecting our constitutional duty to quite literally the most vulnerable Arizonans that there are. What an agency's reported, the turnover is something like average tenure of 50 days in some of these spots. Just imagine if it was your son or brother who was needing care in this situation. It's completely a relationship-dependent business, and it is absolutely desperate for more funding so that we can provide for these Arizonans in the way that they should be. And with that, I vote yes.